people often ask me, can I use bullet points in my NEBOSH NG1 exam answers? And I'm like, yeah, you can, but you shouldn't. You should do something else. My name is Will Taylor. I'm the owner of Compassa. We deliver the world's only interactive video courses for NEBOSH and IOSH. And I'm here to show you one simple thing I tell all my students to do. Use numbered bullet points, numbered. So let's take a look at this. So here we are, that's a normal bullet point. You can type it there, yeah, that's a basic bullet point. Now I don't recommend those. I recommend you use numbered bullet points. And I'll show you why. But basically, if you're too lazy to watch this whole video or you haven't got enough time, it saves you from having to count how many answers you've written down. Here is the NEBOSH sample scenario. So this is nothing confidential, this is on their website. And so you've got a scenario, and we take a look at one of the questions. Let's go for this one down here. This is the biggest question. It says, based on the scenario only, comment on the current health and safety culture in the company, 15 marks. Now it's worth noting that the examiner on their marking scheme probably has a lot more things than 15 on there. They probably have 20 to 25 mark-worthy points that you could make, provided you explain yourself properly. That's a lot of things. I've seen the same question with 25 marks available. Now, we always tell our learners that you should never just limit yourself to the 15 they've asked for. You should go a bit further, because not everything you say will be mark-worthy. You might write down 15 things, but maybe 5 of those things don't get a mark for various reasons, which means you only get 10 marks, 10 out of 15, which is good, but not good enough. Imagine if you put down 20 things. They've only asked for 15, but of the 20 things you've written, maybe 5 or 6 are not mark-worthy, which leaves you with 14 or 15 marks. That is better than 10 marks, because you might have a car crash of a question later where you only get like 2 marks. So if you can get easy extra marks on some of those easier questions, like, go for it. So what is the benefit then of having the numbered bullet points? Well, listen, on those big questions, 15 to 25 marks, it's like you're going to be sick and tired of counting things. So let's have a quick look at the scenario, see if we can find a cultural problem here. What we got? Here we are. Reputation for being irritable and unapproachable. All right. So I'm just going to make some real brief points now. Okay, I'm not going to write any full answers here. This is just quick points. Irritable and unapproachable. I'm going to talk about that. Only seen when arriving and leaving. Okay, let's talk about that. Only seen when arriving and leaving. And so I'm going to talk there about management visibility. Here I'm going to talk about unprofessional behaviors. And what you'll notice here, I'm actually starting a little bit to map out what we call the P principle, point, evidence, explanation. Here I've got the point I'm going to make, that the organization tolerates unprofessional behaviors. Here I've got some evidence. Of course, I need to write this out in full. Yeah? It's going to require 2 or 3 lines. I'm just starting to map it out. If we've got here, so we've got blocking them in, so we've got like car park, chaos, poor behaviors, tolerated. What have we got here? Near miss occurred in the car park, rust car, angry exchange. Okay, so we've got things like the near misses, frequent in car park, angry exchange, and it goes on. What else have we got? We've got things like lack of reporting, happy to answer questions when asked. Of course, we see down here that they are actually happy to answer questions. We've got the floodlights are broken. Floodlights broken, not working. Everyone happy to tolerate, not reported. So that'll do for now, but I'm going to try and get 20 things down on my answer sheet. And can you see how easy it is? I don't have to count what's on there. I can see I've got 8 points that I'm going to make. So if I've written down 30 things, can you imagine all the faff of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I've only got 17. I need another 10, and then writing you 10. Having numbered bullet points just makes it quick and easy at a glance to see how many things you have talked about. And of course, don't look at this answer thinking that's going to get you marks. That'll get you nul point. There, big fat 0 for this. You're going to have to write out a full answer for each of these points. check out our other videos on the P principle, point, evidence and explanation, where we show you how to write those answers out fully in a way that should hopefully get you a mark, provided it's on the marking scheme. Anyway, any questions about this? Let me know in the comments below.